Hi, Larry James, SpeakerLarry.com. This is video number 26. That's right, 26 of the 50 videos that I'm creating in this series for your viewing pleasure. Now that means I'm on the downhill side of my commitment for this little 50 video segment. Now, let me ask you something. Have you learned anything thus far? Have you learned one thing? Well, if you haven't, that means you're not watching closely enough. Because I'm giving a lot of information for a beginner and some information that would help someone who's already doing online business. But I'm going to title this video, "But I Look Like an Amateur." Yes, you will look like an amateur in the beginning. There is no way around it because you are an amateur, but that's okay. That is fine. Everyone that you see that is successful in the beginning looked and was, in fact, an amateur. Do not let that deter you. That is not a stumbling block for someone who wants to succeed as an entrepreneur. Now, when you're creating a video, when you're creating a CD, when you're creating a book or ebook or webinar, whatever it is that you're creating, understand this. People will be able to identify you from whatever it is that you're creating. And they will relate that specific product or the specific thing that you're teaching to you. So you want to make certain that you're accurate with what you're saying to your listening or your viewing audience, because that's very important, right? We want to be correct when we share information, okay? Now, the second thing you want to know, you'll want to remember, is that you have to be available. You have to be out there. People have to be able to identify you. When you see me creating a series of 50 videos, I'm not doing that just because I like videos, although I do enjoy videos. I'm doing that because there's power in numbers. Think about that. If I have 600 videos online for people to access versus you having 3, which one do you think is going to get the most hits? Which person is going to be recognized more? Me with 600 videos or you with 3? That's a no-brainer, right? So you want to make a product or a series of products that can get you familiar with your possible clients or customers. I like to call them my audience, because as a speaker, I like to touch one-on-one with the audience so that they can remember and reflect on the experience that they had when I spoke. And you may want to do that as well. But if not, if you're not really interested in speaking, that's fine too. Just be aware that you want to become someone that people can identify. When I go places, people will say, that's Larry James. And I may not know them. Chances are I don't know them. But they may not have videos online or books written or audios created. I don't know. If they do, maybe I just hadn't heard it. But the more people that you can get to identify with you, the better it will be for your system. And you will no longer become an amateur. You'll look professional, because practice, practice, practice makes what? Nope. It makes you better. It doesn't make you perfect. But that's close enough. SpeakerLarry.com.